I don't have the applause button because my laptop is super fucking iffy. It just happens that way, but you'll still make it work. Episode 87 of Inside the Rapper Studio. Today, we are not in the house. We are in the lovely home of B4D, who shouts out to Best Banger and who shouts out to Title. Speaking of Title, got a little album. See that right there? Yeah, it's called Texture. It's by Title. Go check that out. Also, Heart of Fire by Best Banger. Check that out. Really good things going on. Give a few updates of what's going on within Swayze TV. For those that missed out, Saturday was the world premiere of the video Shelf. I did director's commentary on it last night. Hopefully you guys can check that out. Also, this Saturday coming up, we got a special between Inside the Rapper Studio and Working Title Podcast. Hopefully you guys can check that out, show some love, you know, the usual stuff. Episode 87, we got Diesel Mac on. We're going to be talking about something you got to deal with. Also talking about the art of sampling, BNS, Elevate Records, all that spiel. So yeah, once Diesel's on, we're going to get started. Huge shouts out to everybody that's been showing love for the past week or so, for the past 18 weeks, fuck it. Everybody's been doing the goddamn thing, and everybody's really been showing love, and everybody's really been helping out with the process of Inside the Rapper Studio. So for that, I am humbly grateful. Thank you guys so much. Once Diesel's on, we're pretty much going to get set. Now I got to start freestyling and shit, not legitimately, but just to appease the folks that are here. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday. The reason why we're not at the house today is because the power's out. Big old hurricane done came through and took all the goddamn lines and shit. So for now, we have to pretty much relocate, but still make sure the show's going on. Still make sure you guys can see this telescreen face and all that shit. So yeah. Deez, you can go ahead and send the request. We're going to get this party. Somebody's an eager beaver.
Yo, yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
Get it started. Episode 87 of Inside the Rapper Studio. Jesus Christ, I've been doing this shit for too long. Today, of course, I'm your people's baby. Today we have a very special guest in the building. He is the sample savant, one of the best producers I know, and one of the best producers in the goddamn city, tri-state area, whatever you name it. Quite frankly, the man.
I'm one of the best producers. I don't know if you can see that in the greatest city in America. I just want to let y'all know that.
I don't have the applause button. My laptop is shit, so I'll have to start doing applause myself. So I want everybody to drop hearts, drop likes, drop comments for the one, the only, Diesel Mac.
I'm clapping up for myself because I'm great. I'm clapping it up for you because you're greater. You dig what I'm saying?
How's it going, brother?
Chilling, bro. What's happening?
Can't complain. We still got to make things happen. Shake or stir. We still got to make it purr. You feel me?
Real shit.
That was just some real 70s pimp shit I just said. I forgive. Hope everybody forgives me for that. It was very Huggy Bear, I have to admit. That's not the game here. But with every episode of Inside the Rapper Studio, of course, there's an origin story told from the bottom of the screen. So could you tell all the lovely people at home, could you tell us how everything got started for the producer we all know and love as Diesel Mac?
Well, it's crazy that you say that because yesterday, August 3rd, was 2012, August 3rd, we formed our first collective. Yes. So yesterday was the anniversary for that. Oh, you froze up on me. Oh, you froze. Is you there? You there? There you go. You good.
I ain't froze. It's just ID checking in. That's all.
Oh, shit. All right. Run them numbers up. Okay. But, yeah. So, yeah. Yesterday was that, I guess you could say, the anniversary of when everything started. Like, we started our name for ourselves. And, you know, it was just some We just some youngins with a dream, man. We just trying to make some shit shake.
How was it in those early days of Diesel Mac when you guys had the TKS going on with Team Kick? It was a Team Kicking shit, right?
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah,
seen
it was.
you know, I gotta do my studies on my interviews. You know, I gotta do
I
my
think
research.
you know what? You know what? Yeah, I'm glad you did because looking back at it now, it's looking like looking at like the old videos, listening to the old stuff. There's a lot of stuff unreleased, but the stuff that is out from 8 years ago is just crazy. Like to see the progress from then to now, especially on my behalf, especially on my brother's behalf, everything's just beautiful, man.
What was the process like in the early days of TKS in terms of making beats? Because as we hear, like from pretty much from April of like BNS and the work that you've done with that, which is in streaming right now. But with
Make
the
sure y'all
work
stream
from
that.
there up into something you got to deal with, it's just like this monumental, this astronomical growth of like skill, like pretty much ear for beats and shit like that. So how would you describe the process of like pretty much growing and building your craft?
Process. I don't want to sound cliche about it, but just don't box yourself in. It's me not allowing myself to stick to one stigma of a producer and be like, oh, he only does this beat or he does this beat. Learn your craft. Learn your craft at its highest. You know what I'm saying? So you do that. You learn. You discover new things. Genres. Like I've never listened to folk music a day in my life until I met Slump. Y'all don't know him as Slump. A lot of y'all know him as New Red. But I knew that man all my life. Love him like a brother. But I've never listened to folk music until I really started, making music with him. So it's also the people that you keep around, because you learn something about them that can also influence you. So,
what did you learn about New Rev in this folk music thing? Because as soon as you said that shit, I'm like, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
You know what? It didn't surprise me either. It didn't surprise me either, but it surprised me that he knew a lot. Like he knew a great amount, from Neil Young to I don't know who else. That's all I really know is Neil Young. I don't know the genre like that, but I'm still learning. Don't get me messed up. But he knows a lot. So as far as like sampling and stuff, I take some of his stuff that like I picked up off of him. I go, oh, let me mess with this. I start chopping some stuff up.
So when it comes to pretty much what you explained, there's an S word that comes up, and it's not sampling, because we got to tackle that shit way down in the interview. The S word that comes to mind is student. You are truly a student of not just the craft, but the game that we play here. I want you to elaborate what makes a good student of pretty much being a producer.
What makes a good student? Attention, focus, definitely trial and error. All them errors you learn from that, and then when you work on your next track, learn from the last one. What worked, what didn't work, eliminate that. Try something different. Like I said, always think outside that box. Don't stay in that spectrum. But that is always going to be a lot of trial and error. So I feel like that's what you learn from the most.
So when it comes to trial and error, a lot of people don't realize that trial and error is legitimately speed bumps and not stop signs.
Exactly.
Are there any type of like speed bumps that you stopped at that you wish you kind of rolled over, or was it just straight up a clear course for you?
It was a couple speed bumps along the way. Definitely was a couple of them, because it was just again, I was young. I was a kid. I was in high school. So, fresh out of high school, 2012, fresh out. But even when we were in high school, I didn't know anything about FL. It literally took me a year to learn FL.
Wow. Patience comes to mind when it comes to just a whole year.
Definitely patience. Definitely.
Not just patience as a producer, but patience as legitimately a programmer. Because as producers in the 21st century, we're not just like musicians. We're also programmers. We
Mm-hmm.
also deal with like programs and pretty much lining up things for everything to go in sync. That's some coding shit. That's some programming shit. So, would you describe the process of making beats similar to coding or just making puzzles?
I see it. I don't see it as coding. I do see it as puzzles because you always want to find something that matches the sound that you. No one knows your sound like you know your sound. All the only thing is put your sound together. How you hear it in your head should come out. How you plug it into your laptop.
Exactly. I feel like when it comes to like producing, especially when it comes to FL, like there tends to be this, I guess, elitist ideals when it comes to DAWs. Like some
Mm-hmm.
people feel elitist because he's Ableton, because K Tronada and a bunch of other mixes. And like some people just don't have like preferences just because they heard Madlib made a whole bunch of beats off of iPad. So what would you describe, I guess, the beat scene's view on DAWs are?
I don't. I stick to what I know, but I'm not judgmental towards anybody else as far as using different DAWs, using Ableton, like you said, or using MPC. I'm actually learning MPC currently learning MPC right now.
Oh, look at that little baby right there.
Oh yeah. This was like I really came up off of this. So I plan on using this sometime soon. I'm learning, so I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh, he only used FL." Nah, bro, don't put me in that box. Like I said earlier, don't put me in that box. I might use it for now, but I want to learn how to use some other stuff.
Absolutely. What kind is that?
That is the Touch, MPC Touch.
What's the brand?
And Akai, MPC.
Was it Akai?
Yeah.
Lovely. I had an Akai. I would just shit at it, so I didn't really see a point into like keeping it. So that was definitely rent money after I just stopped doing that shit. That was definitely like, all right. Let's cover July real quick.
I go with, I like M Audio. I like some of M Audio stuff, but I'm an Akai guy from head to toe. I got my 225 at the studio. I have a Akai Mini in my bag. I have the APD, the pads in my bag. Only reason I really got the MPC was because I wanted to learn it also, but I also wanted to move up from just using the pads. I wanted to use the software with it as well. So learn something.
So with like the hardware on top of the software with like FL and things like that, do you feel as though it's almost like holding two swords in a battle? Because some people don't even touch like certain equipment, and some people don't even touch certain DAWs. So do you feel as though you're more armed and equipped with learning these two different methods of beat making?
I feel, in a sense, yes, but I also feel like it's one of those things you gotta know. You're in this field with a bunch of other producers that use different DAWs, use different hardware, use different software, and each person has their own individual touch. They know how to use it, and I feel like learning how to use other ones, yeah, it does build up your arsenal of how you make beats, how you execute these sounds, how you chop up these samples, how you use all these synths and VSTs and stuff. So it's definitely one of those things that definitely teaches me how to like stay well equipped, like you said.
Gotcha. There's a C word that you came up with when it comes to samples, and you said chop. When did you open the dojo, and how do we all learn from Diesel Sensei?
When did I open the dojo? The dojo has always been open. All y'all had to do was ask. And what was the second part of that question?
And how do we learn from pretty much Diesel Sensei? Because like the chop game that you use is I would say, me personally, I feel like it's very underrated as a person that rapped on a ton of fucking like Diesel Mac beats. Like, essentially, the ear for beats is already golden, you know what I mean? But in terms of how the sample's used, how the sample is chopped, how the sample is arranged, how you pretty much twist and turn it, I need to know the method behind all of that shit.
The method behind it is just having fun with it. Have fun with. There's no wrong answer on how to chop. Or there's no right answer or wrong answer on how to chop, except play with the sample for a little bit. Have fun with it. Just do some little bing, 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 bing. Maybe you'll find a loop. Maybe you find a pattern you go to. Maybe you end up on some drums behind it. But the most important thing about it is just have fun with it.
Gotcha. Amazing interview so far. I wish I had the fucking applause button so I can paste this rather well.
I got the flex bomb.
Do it, please.
Hold on, let me look it up. I got the flex bomb, shorty. Hold on.
Diesel, come on, get the bomb.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure my FBI agent's probably listening to this like, oh, get what? Nigga, get what?
I have that shit in here somewhere. I have the.
There he is.
That's all you need.
But yeah, huge shouts out to Diesel for giving me a solid interview so far. I gotta give a few shouts out as usual. You guys know how this thing goes. Huge shouts out to Diesel Doll 23. Shouts out to
my baby's in here.
Legitimately.
That's Shay Diesel. You definitely gotta shout the queen out.
Shout the queen, Shay D's. You feel me? Shouts out Beast by K. Shouts out Base Weed. Shouts out Malik 718. Primo Sabe is in the building. Absolutely. We got DS Novel in here, Desperado Mula, Quality Over Quantity, Beth Banger, Monica L. Holmes.
What up?
Peace Russie. Tyler.
Russie, what up?
The tribe is here, essentially.
Oh, yeah, the gang is all here. One bomb for the gang.
So, Mr. Mac, I legit don't want to do a second interview with the same questions, but I feel like it's fuck it. It's my show, and I'm going to give you a platform to talk about things again. So, you know what I want to talk to you about again?
Mm-hmm. It is it's something you got to deal with.
Oh.
No, I don't know. What is it?
No, that's like I'm wrapping that one for the ends just so everybody can get like, oh, that's some new shit that's out. You feel me? So I kind of want to get progression.
All right, okay, so, we gonna break. All right, go ahead.
Gotcha. So with BNS, first of all, what does BNS stand for, and what does BNS mean to you?
It's Big Nigga Season. That's what BNS stands for. You already know how we rock. And what it means to me is that it's time for the big niggas to reign supreme. It is our time. I don't care about no damn, it's only popping during winter time. Shut up, nigga. We
every season
is
big nigga season.
What are talking about, man? I'm popping all year round. Shit like that.
Drop them bombs. I need them bombs.
Oh.
You're my new audio guy. I'm never using this fucking laptop again, man. Stop Ever again. So what does BNS mean to you personally?
To me, it means growth. It means claiming your essence, claiming that you are the shit. Just basically putting yourself on a higher level. That's how I digested it.
It makes a lot of sense because honestly, not just with the beats, but the songs in itself have that energy. Like it's so weird that shit kind of just.
I know you got a song. You have a song with Finagle Baby. Shout out my name Finagle Baby called "Best in the World." How do you not take that as like, yo, I am the shit? That's crazy. I'm really the best in the world. Like, that's the only way you can digest it.
And not only that, I feel as though it's a very not just an honest song, but altogether it's an honest project. Even from down to like new song with Diesel Mac, all the way down to Best in the World. Shit, even Shelf. All of that shit deals with being like pretty much big nigga season. Even with the highs and the lows, like it's still your season. So how would you describe the process of making BNS? Not necessarily from like a rapper standpoint where I just pick out the beats like, hey, use this shit. I'm going to be using that, pal. But in terms of just like getting the acceptance of like, okay, what beats are going to be used? How does it all tie together? What was your process for it?
My process for it was sound selection that the artist, yourself, and the producer can come and agree with. So I felt like primary example of new song with Diesel Mac. I say, I like the Toro sample. I feel like Score likes Toro samples. I'm gonna see how you feel about that. Same thing with the Sade and the damn, it's not Sade and who else? Don't say it. Don't say it. Sade and the Let's Sin sample. I got it.
Yeah, it's Toro.
Yeah, for
you know that's Toro, right?
Pretty Boy Blanco.
Yeah, you know that's Toro though, right? Late Sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I didn't want to say Toro though. I want to put it in the proper context.
that Chad knows what the fuck he's talking about.
All right, okay, exactly right. Chad's a genius.
Chad
All right.
get paid for that.
Chad's Burnet's a fucking genius, yo. That man is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Sonically,
like,
that man makes great music.
I feel like once I learned that Pretty Boy Blanca was a Late Sin sample as well, and the way you fucking... First of all, you're a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you why. First of all...
There we go. I think we hold on time up. Before you say anything, we definitely had that conversation last time.
We did. And I have to tell it on live just to show people how much of a fucking piece of shit you are. So, I didn't know. I'm legitimately just like siphoning through like the fucking beats. All I hear is the Sade shit. Like, Sade, of course, let's rap on it. And then when you did the breakdown after the video drop and the song drop, and then you played the fucking Late Sins, I'm like, nigga, that's Late Sins, and I didn't know that shit. I wanted to cuss you out. And not only that, I think that was revealed after we did director's commentary too.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely had beef with you. So I kind of take us back to the day you actually made that beat in particular, because I feel like that's the most complex beat on that tape.
I remember this day. I was bored in the house because I was in the house bored. Word to TikTok. I was literally in my grandmother's kitchen. I was in the kitchen sitting on the table. I was just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling these samples. I grabbed the Sade sample, and I just went through that loop. I was like, all right, how can I fuck with this loop? How can I like get me out of this brain block with this sample? So, how about instead of me talking about the shit, let's open up the project.
Because my audio system is like been compromised.
Am I clear? Am I good over there? Quality wise?
This is probably one of my clearest actual interviews. Honestly, like I'm really impressed.
Right, we gonna go.
Shout
out to everybody that's in here. I really can't see who's in here, but you know, scores.
Suspects. I appreciate them.
Let's go. Let's open all this up. I'm trying to find out how to flip this loop right here. Just this one loop right there. I was trying to find a way to flip it. I opened up a Grosser, the Gross Beat,
of course,
FL Studio. Let me see if it can pop.
Young Gross Beat over here.
Oh yeah, you know me. I opened up Gross Beat. This is another thing. Prior to me having the Fetrix, this was always my go-to. This is one of the default effects on there. That's just the gate. That's the gate. I didn't put the stutter on yet. And then the stutter came in. And I kept it straight through the entire track. I didn't like tweak it. I probably like pitched it. And then I said I wanted to layer the sample with something. I wanted to layer the sample because the vocals itself are good. I like the chop. I like what I did with it. But I wanted something to layer with it. And that's when I ended up using the Let's Sin sample.
This is racist. This is truly like what made you integrate like that sample with that? Was it just like you always wanted to like use grind and just like
fun fact, this is my second time using that grind sample. So I had this already on my computer prior to
another one I Playboy.
Oh, the other one is already being used. Unfortunately, I apologize.
I wish I had the boo button.
But
I
I have the beat. I'll play that in a few.
That's
So
cool.
I ended up. So long story short, I ended up layering those two samples.
And you just pretty much take out one by one. Oh my god. Do you have an applause button? Because you need to applaud yourself right now. Because like this is actually pretty fucking genius.
Yeah. And it all comes together.
What was it like
Let it loop
getting
around.
that song back?
Let it loop around real quick.
I remember the day I got this first. I think I hit you up like immediately after that shit too. Like
you did, you hit me up. I put that one little clip on my story. That's that one clip. And then he was like, oh, shit. No. It was, what tape was it? It was, no. It wasn't Hard to Go. This wasn't Diesel Neighbors. This was Diesel Season. No,
Diesel Season. Yes, it was.
Was it Diesel Season?
No, was it the same? No, it was the same tape that Project Pat was on.
That was. I don't know my catalog.
That was Soul.
Yo,
that was Soul. And then Classic was with Diesel Matt. Classic was Project Pat.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Let's go. Hold on. I got the Diesel catalog right here. That wasn't Who Else 3, was it? It was Who Else 3. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
What tape was it, Diesel?
I don't know. Fuck, I can't remember. No. Who Else 3 was a new song with Diesel Mac. That was on Who Else 3. That's what I'm getting mixed up with. But what the hell was... damn it. I'm going to find it. Now it's going to bug me for the rest of the fucking night.
Yeah. I got time, trust me.
Leave it to this guy. He has time. He has time. There's plenty of time. Look at how much time he has. He has all the time in the world. Not that folder. That's something you got to deal with. Get out of that. It wasn't Hard to Go. It wasn't Hard to Go to. It wasn't that one. I'm gonna still look. We can just keep the interview going. I'm gonna just go back and forth and looking.
Cool. I said I had time. I ain't got time.
Look, listen, I'm here. I'm here.
Another song that was on BNS that really struck a chord with everyone, which I didn't expect.
Shelf.
Shit, you didn't expect.
Shelf.
You know.
Shelf. Easy. Easy. That shit grew on me crazy.
Making that beat.
Making Shelf. I was on a little loop run. I was looking for loops and looking for samples and stuff. I came across that. I saw that's like a little. It was a spooky, ominous sample, like something creepy. Because that's what I was trying to go for, but I wanted to keep it kind of trappy as far as the 808s and the drum selection of it. So I made that, and I wish I could load that one up right now, but this one would be acting funny. But making that one, that was another quick one to me. It was okay, all right, nice little cook up. It wasn't really, I don't want to say it was nothing special, but it was just a little quick cook up. All right, I like the outcome of it. Now set it to the side. Let's go to the next one.
Right. So what was it? Kind of getting that song back after pretty much getting the song completed and then sending it back to you.
Getting it back from you, the way you sent it to me I was just like, I like this approach on it. I haven't heard it scored like this. Like, I don't want to say, I don't want to call it spilling his guts out as far as like emotion. But, it was in a sense.
That's legitimately what it was.
Like, puts his feelings on the shelf. Okay, all right, I can rock with it. I can rock with it because that's a different approach I haven't heard from you before.
Right. And on top of that, we have the video for it, which was dropped earlier this weekend.
And make sure y'all run my brother numbers up. Make sure y'all run them numbers up on there.
Which I keep plugging shamelessly because at this point I don't give a fuck anymore. So talk to us about like pretty much your reaction towards the video.
I like the video, and then on top of that, when I learned the concept behind like the imagery, you know, you in the white robes, and you know the lack thereof emotions coming from you in the video. Once I learned the concept and everything, I was like, oh, okay, I fuck with it. I like it.
How often? Wait, actually, this is legit my third video that I've done from DNS, and all the songs are produced from you. How does it feel to have all this content made under your production?
Feels great. I feel like it elevates me, elevates the artist, elevates everybody involved, because the quality of the project is just top to bottom is fire. So
thank you.
So I always feel like it's a stepping stone to move upward as far as production, because I feel like DNS was some of my best, but I honestly feel like I'm working on some of my best right now.
No, I'm glad you said that, because that's a perfect fucking segue, my guy. Something you got to deal with is something we all have to deal with, because my nigga, I did not expect that shit. What was the process making a project like this and pretty much ripping everyone's innards out with solid production like that?
Process behind it. Well, we were in quarantine. I literally started this project top of quarantine, and then in the midst of, you know, us being on lockdown, sitting in the house, bored in the house, in a house board, and I got on social media just to see all these hustles pop up, all these new clothing lines, people making masks, you know, people like really capitalizing off of this downfall that we had.
Right.
And then it was people catching attitudes like, oh, you only doing this because oh, now he got a clothing line, now oh wow, he trying to make money. Just like how you trying to make some money. He got people to feed, he got a living he want to make out of it. Obviously he's doing it, and if he's getting, you know, getting a good rapport with the people that he's capitalizing off of and giving them a service in return, what is the big deal about it? So now that person has a clothing line, shorty over here sell lashes for the low, top notch. Shorty making the flip flops with the fur on it, looking like she kicked 1,000 squirrels, and like that's something that's something people gotta deal with.
It's definitely something we have to deal with, because like pretty much with the shutdown, all the like a good portion of like our income, our commerce, our economy gets stopped. But nonetheless, it's something we have to deal with. And I feel as though the project kind of represents the struggle and strife and the beauty of it all within.
That's where Black Gold comes in. That is where Black Gold came in.
You plug-in son of a bitch. All right, so Black Gold, talk to us about it.
Black Gold it's like, if let's bring like a little example into it. That man that started the clothing line, and his clothing line is booming, and he sold a shirt to Rick Ross, and now Rick Ross has that shirt, so now his value went up because somebody on a higher pedestal was wearing his shirt. That I feel like that's what Black Gold represents: knowing your value, raising it, come from the dirt, raise the worth, make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And speaking of Black Gold, you've been hinting at something. I don't know what it is. It's a little fucking frustrating, honestly, especially as not just your coworker, but your friend as well. What the hell is Gold 1992? Because I feel like you're hinting at something huge, but we just don't know what it is.
I'm hinting at something very huge. Gold is a collective of individuals amongst myself who I consider it, I don't want to consider it a music group. Like I said, I want to do it as a collective. I'm building my roster. I'm getting these individuals together just to work on like some of the best music that I've worked on, but they have worked on, which will eventually branch out to transcend music. Gold itself isn't all about music; it's all about the brand in itself. But that is all I can speak on. That's all I can speak on as far as gold right now.
Oh, fuck. Everybody, please give it up for Diesel Mac. I don't want to yell at him. It's because like I'm not gonna lie, you posted it. I expected some like straight up like, okay, this is what's gonna be. You know, we're gonna do this, that, and the third, and we're gonna move this out. And you hid information from me, D's. I don't like that.
Listen. I'm hiding information from everybody.
I don't like secrets, Diesel. We don't have that kind.
Listen. I totally understand, bro. But when the time is right, I will speak. I will talk soon. I will still keep promoting something you got to deal with in the mix of promoting gold.
I'll take that. That's cool. You know, you ain't gotta tell your man it's nothing. You know, you ain't gotta tell me shit.
Grind, overcoming, and live your dream.
I can take that. All right, because like you're pretty much acronym gem, and I appreciate that about you. Tell us again the acronym for Diesel Mac.
Diesel Mac, DIESELMAC. Divide the income equally. The S is a dollar sign. We may say have two means to save money, elevate your lifestyle. Most importantly, MAC is manifest all creativity.
Damn. I wish I had like a Farrakhan button on my sound, like just Farrakhan saying something, because that was very YouTube Donahue interview worthy. But how would you describe the I guess the pretty much information and the integrity and the messages that you're pretty much putting to the people without them even knowing that the message is a thing until you explain it?
It's essentially putting the medicine in the candy. That's how I see it. Because you're always gonna. I'm not a motivational speaker in no way, shape, or form. I give advice to the people that I love the most, or give advice to anybody, ever, like anywhere. But I try to put, like I said, I try to put the medicine in the candy, making it easier for the people to digest it, in a sense. So I make it. Prime example, another acronym for gold is gaining ownership, and the legacy is destiny. Own your shit, capitalize off of all of your shit, leave a legacy behind for your family, your kids, loved ones. Because when like God forbid, if I die early, my people, everybody in this house is gonna be straight. My daughter's gonna be straight. My girl gonna be straight. My kid gonna be straight when he get here. Like, that's all I'm really focused on right now.
Side note, did you just low key do a gender reveal?
No gender reveal. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what we have yet. I don't know yet.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one I really try to get out of you, because honestly, after the years of like knowing you, D's, and pretty much the work that we've been putting in for 4 years straight from like Tarantino, you know, just building off that song, building a solid relationship and a solid friendship, making BNS, making all these videos for it, Project Pat, and pretty much get the ball rolling, not just for me, not just for you, but for us as a community. I am extremely proud of you. You've been doing a lot of solid fucking work. I have to tell you as your brother, you know what I mean, your brother, that the work that you've been putting in has not gone unnoticed. I really truly admire the work that you've been putting in. So thank you very much, D. It is a blessing to know you. It is a blessing to pretty much know the man. And it is a blessing to know the future father. That's right.
Oh.
This man right here. Yup. Baby bomb. Yup.
Oh, I gotta put the volume down. Baby bomb. I gotta put the volume down.
How is it knowing that she gotta raise a kid, man?
You know what? it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I don't have any maliciousness towards anything like that. I feel like it's just one of them milestones that eventually you're gonna hit in life. So now that it's here, you already in, you locked in. I'm trapped basically. Long story short, I hope my girl didn't hear me say that. Yeah, it's like no, bro. It's like real shit. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I'm happy. She's happy. The girls are happy. My mother won't leave me the hell alone. Is my baby okay? God, you just called 10 minutes ago. Like, relax.
Oh man, but
I think the most out of everybody that's the most pumped. Not my youngest sister, not Alicia, but my second youngest sister, Carlisha, and my father are probably like the most hype outside of my mother. So I told my dad on Father's Day. I surprised him. So I'm getting everything ready in the kitchen. He's out back his house. I'm like prepping up everything. You know, I got like this little onesie that say damn, what the fuck is it say? Oh, coming soon. They say coming soon. And then I got oh, look at her putting fucking everything on. So I got him like this I got him the onesie, and I wrapped this keychain, and the message on the keychain was like, best dad get promoted to granddad, something of that nature. So I put it all in his hand. He unwrapped the onesie and seen the keychain. Didn't pay the onesie no mind. He looking at the damn keychain. I said, you want to look at that? What's in your hand? He looked at it. He opened it up. He looked at Shay like, Shay, you knocked up. Everybody just in the back just laughing, geeking. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was the funniest shit ever. But I think the funniest was not only the fact that, he made everybody laugh out back, but on the way to my mother's house to tell her, break the news to her, he called me. He said, hey, I can't post it on Facebook or nothing yet. I said, no, not yet. Give me like a half hour or so. I'll let you know. And he was like, oh, all right, cool. Before he hung up the phone, I felt a tear come from his eye. Like, I sensed a tear. He's like, man, y'all fucked me up. I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Old black men don't express that emotion because you really fucked them up just then.
Oh my God. I felt it. I said, I feel you, Dad. I feel you. But my mother and my nephew's reaction was just priceless. My mother's reaction was just, I have a 5-minute video. That's how long she was reacting. She could not sit the fuck down, calm down, or nothing. Like, it was hilarious. I called her ahead of time, like, hey, Mom, you up? She's like, no, I'm in the house laying down. What's up? I said, hey, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Can you come downstairs? I'm like, okay, cool. I got her the same onesie, but I rolled the onesie up and put it in this wine glass. That's like a little tumbler wine glass.
Right.
On the outside of it's like a rose gold. You know me, I gotta stick to the brand. It's a rose gold wine glass. On the outside, embroidered was world's greatest grandma. And it's funny because I always call her grandma. She's getting old. The pain is starting to hit her. In these places, these knees, these backs, these aches are coming. So I always say, oh, grandma, you old lady now, da da da. So I go in the house, I give her a gift. I faked it out like, hey, this is Father's Day gift from me to you for being there when Dad wasn't. Not saying that he wasn't there, but he was always there. But when he couldn't do it, you provided for me. So this is my little appreciation. She's like, oh, that was nice. My stepfather in the kitchen washing dishes. Like, oh yeah, that's nice, Monte. Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. He washing dishes. She hear him talking in the background. She reads the cup. Oh, world's greatest grandma. Oh, you funny. Oh, you funny. Yeah, you got jokes. Da 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 da. She opened the cup. She looking at it, looking all around it. The onesie popped up, fell out, and landed on the table. She picked it up. Wait a fucking minute, Monte. Monte, no fun. Oh my God. What the fuck is you trying to tell me? I'm like, oh my God. And if y'all would have meet my mother, y'all would literally say, yeah, that is Mama Diesel. She acts just like you, vice versa. So she's in the kitchen zapping out. Shay's over there laughing. I'm over here just like, I'm hoping and praying to God that her fucking heavy-handedness has left her. Because I felt like, oh, this is about to sting in like 2 seconds. So, but long story short, 5 minutes in, and she's just like, I'm really happy for y'all. Just to say I'm really happy. Congratulations. I'm about to be a grandma. Oh, crud. Oh my God. Crud and my nephew. Yeah.
Crud.
I showed Crud the pregnancy test. So Crud knew early. I FaceTime Crud. I'm like, yo, what you doing? He said, I'm on a blunt ride, bro. What's up? I said, yo, I got something to show you. He's like, all right, what's up? I showed him the pregnancy test. All you hear is, no, wait. It goes, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, what the fuck? My phone ring again. My phone ring again. He called me back. I answer. All you hear is,
Man, that's lovely, man. Like, I think when you told me, it was one of those things. It was like, oh, wait, what? And he had to recollect because it was like Father's Day.
I ain't gonna lie, that was everybody.
I'm like, all right, this is Diesel going into his troll bag, I guess. Then like it started to hit reality, like, oh, this nigga's really about to be a motherfucking father.
this shit real. He called me to the front, like, hey, did you just say you got a kid on the way, bro? Oh, you did. Oh, you was just trolling. Oh, you wasn't. Oh.
But I have to tell you, like, friend to friend, musician to musician, man to man, compadre to compadre, I am truly excited for you. I am truly proud of you. And I legitimately cannot wait to meet my niece or nephew that's going to be here. We are
Cross
going to
your fingers for nephew, man. Cross your fingers for. I appreciate everything. No, listen, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. It's just another milestone for me. Like I said, I'm only going up from here. But please, for the love of God, everybody in this, I don't know who in here. Everybody here, say with me now, boy. Say it with me now. Boy. Nephew, there you go. Say thank you from the other room. Thank you. Pray for that.
But we got that. It's all good. Deez, it's always a fucking pleasure talking to you, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on this show. Thank you so much for being the person that you are. Diesel, do you have any last words, any last promotions, any last propaganda for the people?
I don't have no propaganda today. My propaganda is normal. Aliens are real. Loch Ness is real. Cross your fingers for baby boy Diesel. I'll speak more on gold later. And that's about it.
Enough said. Coming up next on Inside the Rapper Studio tomorrow, we have the greatest group in the fucking world, Finagle Park, in the building. We're going to be talking about... Hold
on. 1 second. You say that one more time. Who coming tomorrow?
We have the greatest group in the world, Finagle Park, coming through.
There he is.
We're going to talk about everything. Talking about Benjamin Banger's latest project with Beth Banger, both bangers. We're going to be talking about...
That shit is bro. That shit is fire.
Truly impressive.
That shit is amazing. Oh, that on me is crazy, bro.
Yes.
That shit is fire. Shout out to Ben and Beth, yo.
Also talking about Loopy Life 1K, the most recent drop from Burnout. Really excited to talk about that. So yeah, like, I really appreciate everybody coming through. I really appreciate everybody that's been in this live, whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, entire show. Huge shouts out to IG for not fucking up. I was truly expecting it, especially with my like power going out and having to relocate for the show. But you didn't, and I'm proud of you. Thank you, IG. So,
shout out to Instagram, getting that service right.
From your host, Score F. Swayze, and our wonderful guest of episode 87 of Inside the Rapper Studio, Diesel. Once again, thank you very much for being on the show.
Appreciate you back, bro.
Everybody, Thank you very much. And as always, wash your
Wash your
hands,
hands.
wear a mask, stay in the
Stay
house.
in the goddamn house. Stay in the goddamn house.
Stay in the goddamn house.
Unless you're an essential employee, you gotta make a 9 to 5 work. Like myself, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Big power teams.
Big power moves, because 9 to 5s pay for the crabs. I got this off of 9 to 5 money.
9 to 5 money. Appreciate it, Diesel.
All right, no doubt, bro. Holla at me,
All
man.
right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.